Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and in this video we will have a giveaway, but we're also going to go over a lot of really high-end stuff that's being auctioned off through either Heritage, a little bit through PWCC. I'm not even covering eBay stuff, but I want to make you guys aware of some of these items because right now they're going for a really good price. Now the giveaway is actually going to be all the cards that's in this little packet. It's most of the hit cards from two previous giveaways that were not claimed from Zayad and Kenneth. But you can see right here, this one right here, like they were sponsored by Zayad and Kenneth. Like they bought stuff, they tried to give it away, and people aren't claiming it. So this top card here is a Nummel. It is one of the Ditto cards, but there's some other cards. We'll show them all at the very end. To enter the giveaway, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure that's visible as well. Comment, and then like the video. That's all you got to do. And if you want to comment on something specific, tell me what your favorite item is that we're showing in this video. Guess you can't comment on it yet because you haven't seen it, so I hope you stick around. Alright, so here's PWCC. This is not Heritage. This is just their premier auction. I'm only going to focus on two things. The first one being this right here. We have a Skyridge booster box, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually been opened and verified by PWCC. So they opened the box, they did a recording of it, and then they check all the packs. I don't think they weigh them. And then so you can verify that this is indeed a real box and they can put their name behind it. There's been a lot of Pokemon boxes that have been faked. And I know that there was an Expedition, I think more recently, that was sold through PWCC. And also we have a base first edition. This one's a little bit more interesting because, yeah, so you can see it has those authentication things right there where you peel them off, they're going to be void. But what I found interesting was when they did the video, they did like a short type video. And of course they refer to it as wax.
What we have here
I don't know why they do that.
Frankly, one of the more exciting wax moments.
And it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's not wax. It doesn't really change, what's going on inside the box. But they do check each pack. I did find something else a little bit interesting. I don't think it affects the authenticity of them. But watch and see what happens here.
Well conditioned.
I'm going to bump it up to 2x speed.
See the packs as they exist. I'm going to pull these out, inspect them. Certainly, the first glance, everything appears as we would expect. But yeah, we'll pull all these out. And then,
yeah, he takes them off camera. So I don't know if I would have done that. I mean, I guess they're putting their name behind it so they can kind of do what they want. But if it were me, I probably would not have taken the packs off camera. Or at least, if this is one of the more exciting openings, I probably would have got a wide type view. But you guys have seen me do much worse videos, so I am definitely not the person to critique. And in fact, I feel completely confident in the authenticity of this booster box. So much so that I put a bid in myself, and I've been outbid, but this will at least guarantee me into getting into the basically like the overtime. Once the bidding has ended, I will have an opportunity to bid during the live flow. I think that's how that. Well, no, this one PWCC is different. I think they do like some kind of increments or something like that after it's ended. All right, now that was not the main focus. I did want to go to Heritage. I'm just going to briefly touch on a few Yu-Gi-Oh items. So right here we have the Blue Eyes White Dragon. This is kind of like the Charizard for Pokemon. I mean, essentially that's exactly what it is. LOB first edition, that's like base set first edition. It's Gem Mint 10. It's going for a really good price. 19,000 is pretty low. I didn't check to make sure this wasn't like some Asian version, but I don't think it is. It wouldn't be up at 19,000. Yeah. So I'm curious to see where that one's going to end. And then we also have an LOB first edition booster box, which is kind of like base first edition. And I would expect that one to get 20,000, 25,000, something like that. At least that's where it's been in the past. It may have come back down a little bit more. All right, now let's get into the Pokemon stuff because there's quite a few different things. Like to give you an idea, this is the lowest priced item that they have right now. We've got a Chansey. It's a Mint 9 from BGS. It's a Shadowless at $56. So there's plenty of time to bid on these types of cards. But you can see like there's a first edition Clefairy. You got first edition Machamp. A lot of cards like that. You got Entei, Gold Star. That was a Gem Mint 10. There's an Arita signature. Auto 10. We got plenty of sealed products. A lot of this stuff is still pretty generic. None of it's super rare. I think we saw these sell for, yeah, it was some obscenely high price, but I don't expect them to see that price again. There's a Ken Sugimori Trico. In fact, I think that's one that I sold. I want to say that I sold that exact Trico a few years back. I think it only went for like $3,000 or so. I could be wrong, but it's probably going to bring more than that. We're seeing a lot of signatures pop up. You know, you got Venusaur EX, Gem Mint 10. A lot of sealed product. Got a demo pack here, Gem Mint 10. Now we're starting to get into a little bit higher end stuff. This right here, I'm expecting to tick up in price. We have a Neo Genesis theme deck display, which are pretty scarce. I remember at one point I was offered $7,500 for mine. I did turn it down. They're not worth that anymore, but they are fairly hard to find. So some collectors out there might be looking for that. So if you're looking for this specific variation, you might be able to find them. The Neo theme decks can be pretty tough to find, especially Neo Genesis. Neo Rev didn't have any. Neo Discover is probably the easiest. This is a no rarity symbol, a 9.5, so that's a pretty high grade. I mean, you're looking at $775, so that'll probably tick up some more. Got plenty of other cards here. Right here we have a blueback Charizard Top Sun. This isn't the no number. It does have a number on it, which I still need the greenback, so it would be great if somebody would finally auction off one of those things. Still ticking up here. Got some more cards that, you know, they're going to be expensive, but they're not too uncommon. Like there's a base set Charizard Japanese. You got a Ho-Oh. Just pulled one of those last night. That was pretty cool. I guess depending on when this goes live, it should be fairly close to the Tuesday, because right now it's Wednesday as I'm recording it. Got an uncut sheet for Fossil. This is the KB Toys one. It's basically the most common uncut sheet you can get, but it is hollow and has a lot of cool iconic Pokemon on it, which is why they still bring $3,000 to $5,000. There's Charizard EX. Maybe we'll pull one of these in the Fire Red Leaf Green break. But now we're getting to some booster boxes. You guys let me know down in the comments, is there a specific Japanese or English booster box that you see on here that I should go for, that we could do on a break? Because we haven't had any Japanese box breaks in a while, and you know, for this price right here, I mean, you're getting a pretty good deal. Now do keep in mind, whatever price you see, you're going to have to add on to that with the buyer premium. Then they're going to tack on some shipping, insurance, handling, who knows what else, credit card fee if you pay with that, sales tax if you don't have a resale tax and use ID. There's Majestic Dawn. Now, this is a PSA 10 first edition Raichu, only bringing $3,300 at the moment. More sealed booster boxes. You basically have your pick of the lot. There's a nice one we haven't seen in a while. It's a Top Sun. It's an opened booster box, but you get all those Top Sun packs inside. We can try to eat some gum, some 20, it says 95, it was probably 97, so we're looking at 25 years ago. That's some old gum right there. There's a Charizard 7.5. I might go for something like that. Gold Star Mudkip, Gem Mint 10. This right here is a no rarity symbol Charizard. Plenty of other first edition boxes. And there are some really cool items here at the very top. This right here is a distributor case, which they're going to have 72 long packs inside of it. So it's like 2 booster boxes. And this is for the Unlimited Jungle. Let's see what we have here. Now, if I didn't already have a German first edition Charizard, I would probably go for something like that. See if I can zoom in and make it pop into the middle. Yeah, that might make it a little easier for you guys to see. Thought about going for this as well. We've had some decent sales for Verse stuff. Now, Neo Rev Japanese box. Now, that would be pretty cool. I don't know much about the shinings and how often they're pulled on the Japanese side, but after opening up Neo Rev first edition, it would be something that I would definitely consider. Now, we have a C or SGC Shadowless 10. I'm curious to see how high this one will go, because it's definitely not PSA, but SGC is still, I mean, they're a good grading company. They're nothing to scoff at. If it, in my opinion, it's probably going to bring about 25,000. I'm not really sure. Usually it's about half of what, you know, PSA would, what you would expect from a PSA lower pop, really popular type card. Another Tropical Wind. These things seem to pop up all the time. It is crazy how many Tropical Winds we see now. Got a Japanese base set booster box. Now this could be potentially a lot of fun, because you're going to get a hollow roughly every other pack, and you get 60 packs inside. You could pull that Japanese. You could pull the Charizard, the Blastoise. A lot of good stuff in there. We got another first edition base set Charizard, Mint 9. I'm definitely watching that one. I may end up bidding on it. I just won the CGC 9 that was OC off of PWCC for $12,000 total. So this one's already getting close to that price. Here's another Rayquaza Gold Star. This is a Japanese one, so it's definitely not going to bring the English premium. I'm not going to bid on this one. It's just a regular base set box. Most likely, it's basically already maxed out. The Neo Genesis first edition box, I think this one's getting pretty close to maxed out as well. This has a little bit of potential. This is a base set distributor case or whatever. It has 72 long packs, so it's 2 booster boxes. So this has some potential. This one has a lot of potential. I'm going to click on this one. We'll go back and check it out. But this actually says that it is a Shadowless base set booster box. Now, just looking at the clear wrap on the outside, that's a good indicator. Only having one location on the bottom, that's a great indicator. Having the Charizard green wings on the side, that's a great indicator. But what really tells it all is the fact that, where is it at? Long crimps. Maybe zoom in on that part. Oh, too much. It says it has long crimps. So that means that the packs inside are going to have Shadowless cards. It says they can't guarantee that, but as long as the box hasn't been tampered with, if it has long crimps, then it's going to have those Shadowless booster packs, because we have not seen any long crimp packs that have the Shadowless artwork actually not have Shadowless packs inside, or Shadowless cards inside of them. Now, you can have long crimp from the UK or something like that, but it would be marked completely differently right there. All right, now let's go back. Yeah, right here, this one I may be bidding on. I don't know. I remember when I did my Charizard blue back no number submission and got the 10 back from PSA. I had someone, as soon as I put it up on Instagram, offer me $400,000, and then not too long after that, one sold for $193,000, and then Golden advertised that they sold the no number blue back Top Sun Charizard for a record $666,000. Now, I don't know who bought that or how that transaction went down, but it's definitely way more than what we have seen publicly this card sell for. And it's also a little odd that we find that the exact one they have pictured here with the $666,000 sale is the same card that we are now seeing for auction through Heritage. It is also advertised as a 1 of 1, which we know is not true. There's at least 3 of them out there, and which I had someone reach out to me and they're like, how's that even possible, since there are only 3 in the pop, 2 are up for sale, and then I still have mine. So I don't know where that sale come from. I would like to see more data on it, but if it was actually over 600,000, that would be pretty epic. I definitely do not expect this one to get that high. Honestly, 100,000 seems a lot more reasonable to me for this card right now, because of all of the momentum that has been lost on it, and not many people even know that it's on here. All right, next up we have a case. This is a case of German first edition base set booster boxes. Man, if I collected first edition base set German, this would be something to go for. Although that case does look kind of weird. If you look at it, see how the cardboard, it's like crinkled up and down. I don't recall seeing that kind of texture to cases on the English side, but yeah, it almost looks like that thing has been through the ringer. Look at that. Those boxes are pretty messed up too. So it makes me wonder if it was just something that was kept separately from the packs or from the booster boxes. I don't know. To me, I would probably stay away from that one if I had to bid on something. And then here are the top 4 items. We have the test print Blastoise with the Magic the Gathering backside. I'm curious to see where this one is going to end. We've seen some really big price tags on this card in the past. I think one was over 300,000 if I'm remembering correctly. I don't recall exactly, so do your own research on that before you start quoting me. But I would be curious to see if it broke 100,000 again. Right now the market is completely different than when some of these record sales had happened before. Right here you see another first edition base set 10 Charizard. Let's look at the condition. I didn't actually check the condition on this one. I was just watching it because I knew that I wasn't going to be buying it. The centering looks pretty good. I mean, it's slightly got a thinner. It's got a little bit thinner border on the right side, but that's actually pretty good. Backside, you see a little white dot right there, but I think that right there is just a reflection. I don't think that's actually white edge wear. Same with that. I don't think that's edge wear. Really small white dots right there. Overall, that's actually a pretty good condition 10, especially for something with such an old cert. I know that's a little bit contentious as well. Then we have this pretty cool card. I remember the first time I ever saw this, eBirdman was selling one on eBay for $35,000. And it's the #1 trainer, Secret Super Battle from 1999. It's got that Mewtwo outline there. Personally, I like to actually see the Pokemon, but still a very cool card, very high-end, gem mint 10. I have no idea where that one's going to end up, but I wouldn't think, again, to me, $100,000 sounds like a pretty good price. Now, this one I am very curious about. You can actually see a bid that I have in there. I'm going to reveal my bid. You can see, where is it? Oh yeah, my secret maximum bid, 75,000. These should still be live when this goes up, so hopefully somebody doesn't bid me up to there. But even still, if I won it for 75,000, I would be very happy, because the last time one of these sold, it was very high. Well, I want to say it was it PWCC? Yeah, I think it was PWCC, and more than double this. Might have been triple. I can't remember the exact number again, but the reason this one is really tough is because I believe there's only like 7 in the pop. Might be a little bit more. Some may have been added, and I think 1, maybe 2 of them aren't actually labeled correctly. I guess it's possible that there are some that are not labeled as no rarity symbol that should be in the pop, but for the most part this is really, really low pop, and the no rarity symbol just means that it does not have that symbol right there in the bottom right hand corner beside the number 006. And this is one that I need for my personal collection. I bought a 9 for about $30,000 a little while back. The 10 estimated probably 10 times that. Whether or not I'm going to be able to win this one, I doubt it. I don't think I have enough capital to actually win this. But if I do, that would be sweet. And but I completely expect this to go for much higher than the other items. I actually expect these 2 Charizards to do the best in this auction. Then either the Protostoys or the #1 trainer. The Top Sun Blueback, this one has a lot of variability because we've seen such drastic changes in price. Like we could see, you know, under 100,000, $250,000 also wouldn't surprise me. You know, 70,000 to 250,000. You know, I think that's the risk that you take when you have this kind of item thrown into an auction. The Shadowless box, I don't know, maybe around 50,000 or so. It could go for a decent amount less, but it's not going to go for too much less because the packs inside, they should be Shadowless, and you're talking about a sealed box. These boxes are very rare, very hard to come by. Anyways, guys, I realize that was a lot of talking, me showing you stuff, but I thought it'd be a nice different change of pace to show you what's going on. Now, before I forget, which I almost did, let me actually show you guys what you're going to win. Remember, you had to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and then comment. There's a Radiant Steelix as well, a Hisuian Gudra V, Snorlax, got a Cast Form Trainer Gallery, got that Full Art Miss Fortune Sisters, a Full Art Aerodactyl V, an Amorous V, a Gudra V-Star, another Radiant, and then we're going to finish off with the Arcanine. I realize we just went over a bunch of vintage stuff, and then all I'm doing is giving away new product, but hope you guys enjoyed, and if you are not familiar with the prices of this old stuff, Heritage is a good place to find some of these higher end items, and a lot of times they fly under the radar. I think the prices on this auction could really rock the Pokemon market community, especially since we haven't seen many of these go for sale in a while, and right now prices have been down for a lot of stuff, you know, especially some of these really niche items. But anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll have another video very soon.